dreamandco.fr.
C'est une exclusivité Dream & Co, je suis à Amsterdam tout l'été, et là, mesdames, messieurs, pour fêter la rentrée, je suis avec l'un des membres du groupe Blondie. Alors pour ceux qui ne connaissent pas Blondie, Blondie c'est ça. Mais c'est aussi ça. Et Blondie revient avec un nouvel album et une nouvelle chanson, écoutez, c'est ça. Hi Max.
Hello Sebastian.
Hey, merci d'avoir accepté cette invitation. Thank you to accept this invitation and my poor English.
It's my pleasure, your English is better than mine.
Avec plaisir, ton anglais est bien meilleur que le mien.
Ouais, c'est ça, fous-toi de moi. Juste en quelques mots, qu'est-ce que tu faisais avant de rejoindre le groupe Blondie? What did you do before joining the group Blondie?
I played in a lot of bands in New York City. I have a band called Daddy, a band Goon Squad, but I also played with people like Jody Watley, who's a soul singer, Ashwin Simpson, Princess Superstar, and just a ton of people. A lot of transvestites I would play with, particularly Miss Guy. And yeah.
Il a joué dans plusieurs groupes à New York. Il avait un groupe qui s'appelait Daddy et Goon Squad, mais il a aussi joué avec des gens comme Jody Watley et Miss Guy des Transvestites.
Quelles étaient tes influences quand tu as commencé tes cours à la Guardia High School of the Performing Arts? What was your influence when you started at the Guardia High School of the Performing Arts when you studied?
Yeah, the High School of the Performing Arts. Well, I actually played violin there, and it was classical music.
Il a joué du violon et de la musique classique.
Tu nous parlais de tes deux groupes tout à l'heure, Daddy et Goon Squad. C'était quoi le style de musique? And before you told me about two groups, Daddy and Goon Squad, what kind of music were there? Classical with violin?
With harpsichord and harp.
Yeah.
And it was good. And also like John Waters influenced sort of high camp music, you know? B-52s.
Il jouait surtout de la harpe, et sinon les influences étaient des groupes comme B-52.
Avant de faire partie du groupe Blondie, est-ce que tu écoutais leur album chez toi? And before joining Blondie, did you listen their album, their song?
Yeah, actually I was always, I grew up kind of near CBGB actually. So when I grew up there I would go and it was very dangerous and my parents told me not to go there because I'm going to get killed. And then Blondie's famous for being from there, so I read this book that's about Blondie, and so of course I always knew Blondie and stuff, and then...
Il a grandi à côté du CBGB, c'est une salle de concert mythique à New York de la scène punk dans les années 70. C'était très dangereux et ses parents lui interdisaient d'y aller car ils pensaient qu'il pouvait être tué. Blondie jouait aussi au CBGB, puis il a lu des trucs sur eux. Donc oui, il connaissait bien le groupe avant d'en faire partie.
Then I got the phone call from Debbie and she said, "Oh, we need someone to do this tour. Can you do it?" And I said, "Well, I mean, I'll try. Let me try out. See if you like me." And she said, "No, just do it. We're happy to have you." So, and that's what happened.
Donc là, c'est en gros, comment il a rencontré le groupe Blondie, tout simplement en allant boire un verre avec Deborah Harry. Il a dit je vais faire des tests. Eh ben non, vas-y, fais-le. Et il l'a fait, et aujourd'hui il fait partie du groupe. Qu'est-ce qu'on ressent la première fois qu'on monte sur scène avec eux? Comment on doit se sentir, toi qui étais avant au CBGB en train de regarder? What was your feeling the first time you played with them? What did you thinking?
What was I thinking? Mostly I was impressed by how sexy Chris Stein was. That's his wife, actually.
Yeah, la femme bien rentrée, la femme de Chris Stein, un des membres.
But mostly I was just trying to imagine how to play the songs right, I guess, and that was pretty much it. And how sexy Chris was.
Il était impressionné par le charme, la beauté de Chris Stein, guitariste et fondateur du groupe Blondie, mais surtout il se demandait comment jouer au mieux les morceaux.
Est-ce que tu t'es fait conseiller par le groupe, Chris Stein, Debbie Harry, Klember? Did you receive some advice from the other members of the group, Chris, Debbie?
Yeah,
Claire.
said whatever anyone else in the group says, disregard completely, and just listen to what I say. That's what everyone else said. So I try to take that advice.
Oui, il a pris les avis de tout le monde pour faire au mieux.
Quel est ton meilleur souvenir, je sais pas, une anecdote avec justement avec Blondie? Your best moment with Blondie. Do you remember a story?
Yeah, I think it was when Debbie first came to my house, and she came over for my wife's birthday party, just before I was in the band actually. And then my dogs came over and they peed on Debbie, and Debbie left. She liked this, so.
Cool.
Yeah, it was cool. It was pretty good. I was like, oh no, they're peeing on Debbie. But then she left, so it's okay.
C'est quand Debbie Harry est venu chez lui pour l'anniversaire de sa femme, bien avant qu'il rejoigne le groupe, et son chien est venu faire pipi sur les pieds de Debbie. Ça l'a fait beaucoup rire, elle a 2 chiens, et elle savait que c'était une marque d'affection.
On va parler maintenant du nouvel album Panic of Girls avec le nouveau single What I Heard. Écoutez, c'est ça. C'est toi qui as écrit cette chanson. You wrote this song, What I Heard.
Yes, with my wife actually.
Yeah.
It was 50-50. You know, we both worked on it together, music and lyrics and everything like that.
Il a écrit avec sa femme musique et paroles, ils se sont partagé le travail.
Comment as-tu proposé cette chanson au groupe? How did you propose this song to the group?
Well, Chris said they're doing a new album, and he said, you know, when I went on tour with them in 2008, he said, we want to do a new album. I said, great, I have a ton of songs, because I've always written songs in all my bands, you know. So I sent him a bunch, and they said, oh, we like this one.
Chris Stein, le guitariste et fondateur du groupe, était en train de préparer le nouvel album, et il lui a proposé plusieurs morceaux qu'il avait écrits et qu'il jouait avec ses autres groupes. Et Chris a aimé What I Heard.
Tu as écrit une autre chanson de l'album, Love Doesn't Frighten Me. You wrote another song, Love Doesn't Frighten Me.
Love doesn't frighten me at all. Yeah, this is another song with my wife, and it's just about, you know, it's just about love, and there's a book by, well, it's just about life and the pursuit of love, really.
Il a écrit ça avec sa femme, ça parle d'amour, de vie, de passion de l'amour.
You're a lovely man, you are a man falling in love always, no?
I try to be. Look, it's a beautiful day. Well, not today, actually. It's terrible.
Alors juste pour raconter, en fait, nous sommes à Amsterdam et il fait un temps de chien puisqu'il pleut depuis hier et nous sommes là au milieu de la loge et on regarde les gens qui attendent, le vent qui souffle, enfin bref.
A song I co-wrote on the album called Wipe Off My Sweat. I don't know if you know this one. Yeah, me, Chris, Debbie, and then a friend from New York named Paradise, who's actually from Puerto Rico, so she's helping with the Spanish lyrics.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of wrote.
Il a écrit une autre chanson, Wipe Off My Sweat, avec Debbie et des amis new-yorkais avec des paroles en espagnol.
Comment tu peux expliquer que Blondie a influencé beaucoup de groupes comme par exemple No Doubt, Garbage? Many groups are influenced by Blondie, like No Doubt, Garbage. How can you explain that?
Sure. You know, it's just it's very powerful. It's very powerful to have a woman singing in a band, you know, and especially it's really a band is what it is. It's not just like the woman and that's it. So
Blondie is a group.
Right, like the old Button used to say.
Yeah.
So this is very true, and you know, we met Taylor Momsen, who's from the Pretty Reckless. I don't know if you guys know this band here, but you know, she's super excited about meeting Debbie, and so you have all these people spinning off and who are influenced by her, and you know, it's just really it's a good legacy to have.
C'est un plus d'avoir une femme qui chante dans un groupe, mais c'est pas juste une femme qui chante, c'est un groupe, c'est un tout.
En parlant de l'album Panic of Girls, quelle pourrait être ta plus grosse panique, Matt? To talk about again the Panic of Girls, what could be your biggest panic, Matt?
Oh, my biggest panic was probably when the dogs peed on Debbie. No, but also really the biggest panic was one time I was on the way to rehearsal not for Blondie, for another band, and I'm in the subway in New York, and then it shuts down, you know, and the lights go out. It's a blackout. So the subway, we have to get out of the subway. We walk along the tracks. We're walking on the tracks. It's crowded. It's rush hour, and so that's the biggest panic actually.
Sa plus grosse panique, c'est quand son chien a fait pipi sur Debbie. Non, en fait, sa plus grande panique, c'est lorsqu'il était dans le métro et qu'il y a eu une coupure générale, un blackout, et qu'ils ont tous dû descendre sur les rails pour sortir dans le noir. C'était assez terrifiant, en fait.
Pour finir, on va faire un petit jeu. Je vais te mettre en situation et tu vas nous dire panic or not panic, tout simplement. I've got to finish this interview a game for you. We play panic or not panic. I give you some examples and you must say panic or not panic. Okay? Are you ready? Let's go. Couper tes cheveux et te retrouver la boule à zéro. Panic or not panic? Cut your hair and find the ball to zero. Panic or not panic?
Cut your hair and what?
Hop, Kojak.
Oh, it's panic. It's panic.
Big panic.
Big panic.
Retrouver une fan cachée dans ta chambre d'hôtel après un concert. Panic or not panic? Fan an hidden fan in your hotel room after a concert. A woman. Fan.
With a woman fan?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You're married, Matt.
I'm married, it's true. Well, the woman is my wife, so it's okay. So it's not panic.
Pas de panique, sa fan, c'est sa femme, donc pas de problème.
Alors, monter sur scène avec Blondie à chaque fois panic or not panic. Go on stage with Blondie every time. Still panic today or not panic?
To go on stage with Blondie every time? Yeah, sometimes it's panicking. Sometimes when a smaller crowd, it's panic.
Why?
Because it's more intimate, and then everyone's just standing there like this. But in big festival crowd, it's no panic, because everyone's drunk and they're crazy, they don't care.
C'est plus effrayant de jouer dans une salle de concert que dans un festival. Dans un festival, le public est bourré, donc ils ne se rendent pas compte si on joue mal ou pas.
Et écoutez mes questions avec mon accent de merde en anglais. Panic or not panic? And to finish, and don't cry, Matt, please. No, don't cry.
I'm getting emotional. Emotional.
Listen to my question with my crappy English accent. Panic or not panic?
Okay, with the crappy... it's the best. If anything, more accent. Come on.
Bien sûr, always. The cat is in the garden. That's cool, no?
Très bien.
Cool, Matt. Thank you very much for this moment before the concert in Amsterdam. It's a great pleasure. You're welcome in Paris when you want.
Merci beaucoup.
And see you later. And don't forget, n'oubliez pas, Panic of Girls, what I heard, c'est ça.
Oh, merci.
Bye.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas?
Je cherche un autre mot. On va pas couper comme ça.
Je m'appelle Matt.
Merci beaucoup.
That's all my French. Merci.
Same old song and dance. Why do I give you another chance? Drama every night. I don't wanna fight. Same old story again. But if you wanna be my friend, it's really gotta end. Same old story. You told me you were done with her, and I believed every word. And now I wonder what I heard. You told me you were done with her, and I believed every word. And now I wonder what I heard. The drummer won't stop. Said you'd call the cops. Police don't care 'cause it's crazy. And you keep calling me. I heard it all before. It's a total bore. The cat got out and he came running back for more. You told me you were done with her, and I believed every word. And now I wonder what I heard. You told me you were done with her, and I believed every word. And now I wonder what I heard. I told you I'd be cool. Now I feel like a fool. I got sucked into it, it's crazy, but it won't